Hello, everybody.
Hello, hi everybody.
Yeah, welcome to our latest live stream of iChongqing. So I'm one of your hosts, James Alexander.
Yeah, I'm Kelly, also from iChongqing, and today we're going to start another show together.
Okay, and today we've got a preview of an up-and-coming tourist attraction here in Chongqing, and it's a place which has a very strong level of cultural heritage.
Yes.
Yeah. So try and say the name of this place. It's a long name.
Yeah, it's this relocation museum for the city, for the Forbidden City cultural relates, and it was founded in 1891. Before it was this Anderson companies to do this foreign trade at the time, and then later it was just be served as a transiting place to store this cultural relics and cultural treasures from the forbidden cities during their the relocation of their cultural relics in 1933.
Yeah, so during our live stream today, we're going to be telling you a lot of information about that. Yeah, so as you just said, the name of this location is called the Southwest Relocation Museum for Forbidden City Cultural Relics. So this part of history is really significant, but it's actually it's not very well known.
Mm-hmm.
So in Beijing, there are lots of cultural relics going back thousands of years, which were stored at a number of locations. So, of course, one was the Forbidden City, but
Yes.
also the Summer Palace,
Yes.
Imperial College.
Yes.
Where else? There are a few more.
There's something also from this other just palaces or this residence for some famous people in Qing dynasties.
Right. Yeah, so in 1933, something big happened. So there was an invasion of China.
Because at that time, this Chinese army failed to resist the foreign invading at this Shanghai fortress, just close to the Great Wall. So at that time, the Council of Palace Museum just in order to protect the treasures, the Summer Palace in the Forbidden City. So they decided to relocate and move their treasures, relics outside of Peking and to the southern part of China, like Nanking and Chongqing. This place is just one location for them to store this the pieces of this cultural relics.
Okay, yeah, that's right. So the concern at the time was that because they failed to protect against the invasion, the concern was that the cultural relics would either be stolen or destroyed.
Yeah.
So for that reason, yes, they were moved south. I think first they were moved south to Shanghai and Nanjing.
Nanjing would be the final destination.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that also this relocation marked the one of the largest relocation of cultural relics in the human history.
That's right. And when they eventually reached Chongqing around 1940, is that right?
Yeah, around the 1940s.
Yeah, so they were stored at three main locations in Chongqing. So one of them is the place we're studying at right now. So this location used to be the Anderson firm or Anderson company.
Yes.
And what were they famous for?
To do this foreign trading with at that time just with foreign countries, and so at that time there were like eight buildings, and let's just check this one. This is one of these buildings over here, and down part. This is just over buildings, and it covers like 2,700 square meters, just 2,700 square meters at this total area with 8 buildings. But they use the 4 warehouses to store like over 3,000 bottles of cultural relics.
That's right. So the Anderson firm was one of 3 locations. So another one was called the Jishi Yanghang, so the
Yes.
Jishi. And then there was another one in Ridong districts, which we'll show you in a minute, just across the Yangtze River. And there was a place called Chongqing as well, a foreign firm. So these were chosen as safe locations to store the cultural relics. So perhaps before we take a walk around, so we've got a lot to show you here. Perhaps we can show our audience the Yangtze River.
Yes.
It's been a little bit foggy today, so we might not be able to see.
It's a good spot to catch this view of this opposite side.
Okay, so we're going to turn the camera around, but yeah, don't worry, we'll still be in touch. So over the river, yeah, we can see. Hopefully, we can see the Yangtze River. Also, you can in the distance there are a lot of cruise boats, and perhaps over in the distance there, maybe behind the tree, that's the raffle centre at Chongqing Docks. Okay, so that's where we are in a nice location by the river today.
Yeah.
Okay, so should we start a guided tour?
Yes. And at that place, it is this cable rail. Can you just?
Oh, okay. So we'll just turn this camera around again.
This cable rail just to this way is to once to serve to transport the cultural relics from the bottom to the top to store them.
Yeah, so as you see, as we walk around, this is actually quite a steep location because the buildings are really built upon a hillside, aren't they?
Yeah.
And before we did the live stream, we were actually thinking, when we do the live stream, should we start at the bottom and work our way up?
Yeah.
Or should we start at the top and work our way down?
Oh, so we should start from the top to way down because it takes a lot of effort to climbing up to walk on the trail.
Yeah, so we've had some good exercise before the stream.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go and check this place out. Yes, we've got a map here, a 3D map. I'd really like to turn it around if I can. No, whoops, not that one. Settings. Where was it? Was it down? Okay, let's just do it this way.
Yeah.
Right. So at the moment, we are up here at number 5. Yeah, the National Palace Museum, Relocation Memorial South.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the one we just named at the beginning of the live stream, like the Relocation Museum. And yeah, just to prove it, we've got the sign on the door here. Yeah, just unfortunately, a lot of the buildings are still closed because the whole site is really still under renovation. But we are going to see some interesting things, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay,
this place is still in trial operation, and it's expected to officially open in February. And most of the interior decoration is just now they are doing this interior decoration.
Okay, so as we walk down, we're going to be passing the Forbidden Bookstore and City Gallery. The gallery is open.
Yeah.
So we'll take around there. We see a lot of photographs of the cultural heritage in Chongqing. The Forbidden Classroom, we'll take a look in there. It's not officially open.
No.
But they did say we can go in there and
we can go over there to see this, to check out the classroom, the Forbidden City classroom. What does it look like? And then later they will have classes will be held over there.
Okay, and then when we get to them, we'll finish by the river at the cafe by the Forbidden City. There's some interesting things to see in there as well.
Quite famous.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera back around. Okay, we're back. Right, hopefully, Han. Okay, that's better. Okay, so should we make our way down the steps?
Yes, we can walk down.
Okay, just be careful. These are kind of a little bit steep. So we just showed you the I suppose it was the cable. Was it the cableway?
Cableway to transport this cultural relics before, because as we mentioned, because it also was founded as the for the foreign companies to do this foreign trade. So they also need to transport the cargoes at the time. And then after this cultural relics has been moved over here, they just move this place to store this kind of railway to transport the cultural relics. Yeah.
Okay. Just quickly, we've got a couple of messages. Let's just flick through these. We've got lots of people here.
Yeah.
So let's go through these. So a big warm welcome to Manish Kanar, Belden's Fire, AKSK, Bilal. What's your name, bro? Yeah, I'm James.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So thank you for joining us. I've got some messages from iChongqing. Oh, Guangyang, Eco City. Okay, and also a warm welcome to Donalyn Marie Javier.
Okay. This is also David.
Yeah, David.
Yeah.
Frederick Mathingi. I've got your name right. Okay, yeah. So thank you for joining us today, and I hope you're going to enjoy the show.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you this paper. Actually, I thought it was actually off limits, but actually I can see some people walking up and down it.
Yes.
So maybe we can try. Oops. Right, I'm going to show you this down here.
And also this also one of this cultural relate site.
Do you want to take a walk?
Yeah, it reflects this Chongqing's geographic features. Build the buildings along the hills.
Yeah, and I think before at Chowtimen, they also had similar things as well. Yeah, so when the manual workers used to take things off the ships, the boats up onto the land, had these kind of like rail tracks, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah, and as you can see, these are actually like proper like rail tracks. So kind of look really what you would get a train on or something, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so this is pretty cool, and two guys over there as well.
To mirror up, maybe they'll do some decoration over there.
Yeah, okay, so let's come back through here.
And although it's a cultural related site, but before it's all this building have been done with this restore and remodeling. Because this will be according to the 5-year plan for the city's tourism and cultural development. The city is going to just reviving its culture and integrate the culture and tourism together. So, in order to just build a famous culture city with long history, it will just restore and remodel this old buildings, which has existed here for just hundreds of years, and reviving its cultures and make the culture much more profound and much more rich.
You said that perfectly. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and this we can we show?
Yeah,
this?
we can show them. I mean, we can't go in. It's got the padlock on.
Yeah.
But,
although it's still closed, but
so let's turn this camera around. So you can see it's firmly padlocked, so we're not going to be able to sneak in.
Yeah.
Perhaps you can tell us about this sign.
This is a famous female writer, Bin Xin, and it's also poetry writers and also very famous translators. And he also wrote some poems or write some articles about English. The English novels. They also published that and can we see his photos?
Yeah.
Photos of her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And what's her name?
Bin Xin.
She
studied. I think she studied in the United States.
Right.
Yeah.
But then maybe Bing Xin is a funny name, like an ice heart. So maybe she wasn't very friendly.
It's not her real
name.
Yeah,
kind of like a writer's name.
Name,
okay,
right. Yeah, she studied. I think she studied in the United States.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's not like she has a heart of ice.
but she is a warm-hearted woman.
Okay, that's good.
Devoted to this charity. I think that's is where he writes the novels.
Okay.
Over here.
Yeah, it's like
Because
a nice.
I read some material about this place once she also visited this area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and is she from Chongqing?
She's not from Chongqing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you know where she's from?
I think Beijing.
From Beijing. Okay. Okay, back in the shot. Okay, so we go down another flight of steps.
Can we just build them
Yeah, okay. So let's show you some of the buildings and this flight of steps. Okay, so that's just the workspace we've just seen.
Yeah, it's very traditional architectures.
The kaputs as well.
The building has been existed here for over 100 years.
Okay, so what's this building in front of us here?
Building before this?
So this is the Gugong Shudian, okay, so the Forbidden City store?
Yeah, bookstore over here. It's not open yet, but it will be open in February.
Okay, so just next month?
Yeah, next month. Because they are doing this interior decoration. Over here, they are going to sell the books about this Forbidden City and Chinese history. Meanwhile, it also will sell this creative cultural products. If someone just like the Chinese traditional cultural stuff, they might can come over here to buy some of this cultural articles or gifts.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just in the corner here, we've got like some little rest area.
Yes, that's paintings. That's we usually they have this Chinese tablets.
Yeah. Oh, they're like couplets.
Yes, the
Oh,
Chinese tablets.
okay.
They are written in tab.
Yeah, you usually have them like kind of either side of the doorway.
Yeah. But they also hang over.
Oh yeah, these two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James can speak very fluent, very good Chinese.
Fluttering.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was showed that it's a bookstore.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So should we walk down a bit more?
Yeah.
Yeah. So so we can show you inside the bookstore, but I'm sure we'll be there again, won't we?
Yeah.
I'm sure when it does officially open, I'm sure iChongqing will be there to show you what's on. So we just got to watch our step a moment.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be painful if we step on these.
Actually, if you walk from bottom to the top, it's really a lot of work. Just a true exercise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's just reflects the geographic feature of Chongqing. You always build this building along hills.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, it's called Mountain City as well.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got a place here on our right. So if we have a look at the sign, what's this one called?
Forbidden City Classroom.
The classroom.
Yeah.
Right, so what can you study in here?
Maybe this Forbidden City is history of the to tell, or also there will classes about to tell you the treasures or cultural relics from this the Forbidden Cities.
Okay, so technically it's closed, but I think if we open this door and go inside, I think nobody should stop us. So you're going to open this door.
Let's just catch a glimpse over here. It's still doing this interior decoration, but later will be served as a bookstore or the classroom. Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a closer look.
Yeah.
And actually, look, because we did come and have a look a bit earlier before the lights were off.
Mm-hmm.
So actually we're in luck, so all the lights are on, so we can
Yeah.
actually see a lot more clearly.
You see this painting, all of them just reflect. All of them just filled with just this
Is that the Forbidden City?
Yeah, forbidden elements.
Right.
Yeah. It's very cheap.
Oh, okay, so this room here looks like a classroom.
Yeah, classroom.
Yeah, kind of like a lecture hall classroom, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, cozy chairs.
I want to take some class over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Class over here. Just imagine come here, just sit over here. Just a scholar or professors from university, also from this palace museum. They will go to some classes or history classes about the ancient history. It's really a meaningful thing.
So take a walk around here. Well, it's a bit noisy at the moment. Okay. Yeah, so the Forbidden City again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that's
very
nice.
romantic at that time.
Yeah. Okay, this is a familiar site. So I've been here a few times.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe I've been there maybe 3 times before. Okay, so we've got a poster here. Maybe we get to the cafe later.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got these more of these posters, haven't we? And also inside the coffee shop, they've got some models of the cases.
Yes.
Yeah, that they like the ones they used. Yeah, during this movement of cultural relics back in 1933.
Yeah. This really looks like this old school in trading, old in history.
Yeah, it does.
It's like a spring in this forbidden city.
Okay, let's go and have a look. It's very pretty.
Yeah, the spring. The blossoms. And this is the season.
Oh, I get it now. Yeah, so I suppose in these 4 corners. Yeah, we've got the Forbidden City in all 4 seasons. Okay, I get you. Yeah, and you can see the eaves here as well.
Yeah.
Really intricate as well. Yeah, and then interesting. Of course, do you want an open imagination?
Yeah.
Right? That's what it says.
Umbrella.
Yep. Yeah, maybe a culturally innovative product.
Yeah.
That's a big name here in Chongqing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go around. Looks like we've got a basement, so I don't know if you want to look in there or should we just continue on?
Oh, we continue. You want to show them this?
Okay, show them that. Okay, so I've got a basement down there. Maybe we won't go down there today.
请问这下面是什么呢？这下面。
应该没有什么. Maybe nothing to see down there. Okay, so shall we continue on? Okay, so I suppose at this point, I'd also like to say something else that's interesting. So when the cultural relics came to Chongqing, of course, they were stored here for a certain amount of time, but that wasn't the end of their journey.
No.
So do you want to say what happened to the cultural relics after their stay in Chongqing?
After the stay in Chongqing, they also have been put on display to the public in around the 1946 or like. Maybe
it's before that. Maybe?
Before that, yeah, they also put on display to the public, and around the 1940, this treasures have been shipped to, have been transported to Russia.
Yeah.
To have this big exhibition over there to show to the audience from Russia.
Yeah, the Moscow exhibition.
Yeah.
And it was really popular. And I suppose at that time it would have been a very rare opportunity for them. And the statistics say that in 3 months they were visited by 50,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah. And then after that, I think in 1944, doing a hobby to that, I think that's the correct year. So they were moved then on to Leningrad. But they didn't stay there very long because they were invaded by Germany, I think, in that year. And it was after that, I think they returned to Chongqing.
Yeah, returned to Chongqing.
Yeah, and then they went on display in Lianglukao.
Yeah, Lianglukao, yes.
Yeah.
And this, all of this cultural relics has been transported outside of Chongqing, just shipped to the Nanking in 1947.
Okay.
There's also this just nearby this place.
Okay, and we've got another message here as well. So we've got Saludos, never mean to Disney. Okay, so we've got some greetings from Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Can you speak Spanish?
Hello.
So not really, but muchas gracias a nuestros amigos de Mexico. Okay, so what's another open location here? So can you tell us about this, Kelly?
Oh, this is this place over here. We are going to see a photo exhibition. The photo exhibition is going to tell you about the history of Chongqing, especially like this diplomacy wartime, and the history of commercial ports of Chongqing, because in ancient time in history, Chongqing was served a big port. Goods or products being transported would be delivered to the inside of China, so they were coming over here to the Chongqing from the river, and then be distributed to the inside of China. Yeah.
That's right.
Mostly like the southwestern part of China.
Okay, so this is kind of like a photo exhibition of old Chongqing.
Yeah.
So this is actually open now to the public, so we're free to go in and have a look. So the first thing we have here, we kind of have a film, don't we?
Yeah.
About the general history.
Yeah.
But maybe we would watch this too much. We already talked about it a little.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a film here that we can watch of historical sites, Chongqing in open vision. And it says here in the introduction as well that most of these photographs date from about the time Chongqing opened up, for foreign exchange, foreign business.
Because in China we have this this coast side, like Shanghai or Guangzhou, and also the inland of China, just inside of China, we just have this river used as a way of transportation, and the foreign countries they can ship their products to inland through the Yangtze River.
Right.
Yeah, and Chongqing like that serves as a commercial port. So that is have this culture of port culture.
Sure. Okay, so here we've got some old photographs of the city, and the photographs themselves are described in Chongqing. So I mean, this is the old residence of Riddler. So if you look into Riddler and Chongqing, maybe he's a foreign businessman who used to operate in Chongqing. So this is his old residence. And you can see his old residence. Actually, it's pretty grand as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think this is a river.
Yeah, maybe that's the Yangtze.
Yangtze River.
Yeah.
It's an old location. Where we stand.
Maybe this could be.
Yeah, it's where we stand. Over here, it's the past loops.
Yeah, see, in the early days, there was almost nothing there at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can see nowadays it's all so well developed, isn't it? It's difficult to believe it's the same place. Okay, so we'll have a look at some of the most interesting photographs. Oh, Anderson, Georgia. So,
old side.
And this is actually where we've walked today, isn't it?
Yeah, we walked.
But this is maybe before the renovation. Yeah, so this is the Anderson, Anderson company. Yeah, before it was renovated. So this is where we are today.
Yes.
but you wouldn't recognize it. You know,
I
yeah,
recognize
whenever.
it immediately.
Oh, I only recognized it when I saw the words, the description. Yeah, so I cheated. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah. So we've got another old residence of
Old
a
residence,
businessman.
yeah.
So Baili Yanghang. It's the Baili company.
Yeah, Bailin Company. It's just, I think it's an old site or two.
Yeah. So if you walk around Chongqing, even though it looks so well developed, so these are big flashy buildings. Now, actually, if you go on like a walking tour
Yeah.
of the peninsula, it's amazing how many of these places you can
Yes.
find, hidden away.
Yeah.
And this part also like really interested me when I came to have a quick look, because sometimes I would say there's not a lot of religion, something like that, but you'd actually be surprised how many churches. These Catholic churches were built by
Catholic Church and the Christian Church.
Yeah.
I think this was the Catholic Church.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Rossiter. So actually, I visited this one. This is just across the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Jiefang Bay.
Yeah.
But as you can see, I mean, there are so many churches here. I mean, it's really quite unbelievable. And, a lot of these are like in the big city of Chongqing, but also I was quite surprised that even like some of the other counties in Chongqing have them. So, for example, this one is in Yongchuan.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah, this one's in Yongchuan as well. Then if you come over here, I mean, this church is in Bishan. This one's in Tongliang.
Yeah.
This one's Tongliang as well.
Have you been to one of them?
No, I mean, before I came to this photo exhibition, I didn't even know these existed. So
Actually, there are a lot
yeah,
of
I was
churches.
really quite amazed. So these are in Dazhu.
Oh, I see.
These are the ones. Some more in Tongliang. This one's Rongchang.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we see the buildings are really quite lovely, aren't they?
I think this one just looked like a very British one, English one style.
Yeah, kind of like it looks like what you would see in Western Europe, yeah, Northwestern Europe, definitely. Some of these a bit further away. These are in Wanzhou.
Oh.
And I didn't know that before. I was just looking at the description. So these I haven't really visited before. Oh yeah! Wow! Look at this. So you saw the Jiefeng Bay Peninsula at the beginning of the live stream.
Yeah, peninsula.
Yeah. So this is.
Just remember this one. Later we're going to see the
Say it again.
Yeah, say it again.
Yeah. So bear this in mind. So this is the Rizhong Peninsula. So you can see how small the buildings were in those days.
And now we are here.
Yeah.
This
so.
is the place we are now.
Yes, that's right. Yes, we're just literally looking towards the Rizhong Peninsula from across the Yangtze River. Yeah. Okay, so we're kind of near the end. So, and these are kind of more historical buildings, maybe from wartime.
Yeah, from wartime, because at that time also Chongqing was served as this headquarters to fight against the fascism.
Fascism, yes.
Fascism, yeah.
Okay, so a lot of these are kind of old command centers. So, for example, this one is on Nanshan, I think. So I've visited this one before. So if you go to the War of Resistance Museum, on there you can see a lot of these buildings. Okay, maybe we'll move on. And if you go to Jiefeng Bay, this one's very easy to see.
Yeah.
So I think this was the old communication center for China and England, I think. Yeah, the Zhongying Lianluochu. Yeah. Okay, so if you come here, this is definitely an exhibition you should come and check out. Okay, if you just walk around the side, we can see this is the end of the exhibition. So it's not like a really big place, but the photographs are all like vivid, aren't they? And you can see like a big kind of a big expanse of history here in Chongqing.
Chongqing is not only about the modern buildings, skyscrapers. It meets with this traditional buildings and where you can relive this history and culture of Chongqing.
Right. Okay. Oh yeah. Thanks for the greeting in Spanish. Yeah, you're welcome. That's probably as much Spanish as I can speak. But yeah, glad you like that. Is that the Three Gorges Museum?
Three Gorges.
Is this the Three Gorges Museum?
It's not Three Gorges Museum. Actually, this museum is this southwestern relocation for the Forbidden City cultural relics. It's in trial operation, and it will be officially opened in February, just next month.
Yeah, so the Three Gorges Museum is close to Zhengjiayan. It's kind of across the river. On the peninsula. So it's not very far.
Not very far.
Yeah, but the Three Gorges Museum is a lot bigger than this place, and it's also opposite the People's Hall, right, in a big square. Yeah, so no, we've been there before, Chongqing, and no, we will be there again in the future. I'm sure about that.
Yes.
Okay, so should we go back out and find out what else we can see? So, you enjoying your trip today?
Yes. Well, just a review and relive the history, and it seems you have gained a lot of knowledge about it. Because we cannot go back to like 1991 or 1933, but we can still to learn the history through photos, through this old buildings. You know, one of the Chinese architects once said this: every building architecture have their own spirit, and when you touch it, you can relive the history.
That's right. And this live stream today has been a big learning experience for me as well. So believe it or not, yesterday morning, I first learned about this great migration of cultural relics. Actually, I didn't know myself about this period of history, so it's really quite amazing how something so momentous could happen, but so few people actually know about it.
Yeah. So we continue to walk to this down part.
No. So this location is pretty small, so actually not very far from the main entrance by the street side. So as we walk around to our left, so this is the new tourist centre. So they've got some staff on duty. So so maybe we can just go and have a quick look.
Yes.
But there's not really much to see in the way of exhibits. Yeah, and then on the right, where we'll take you in a moment, there's the, I suppose it's, what's it called, the Jiaolou? It's called Gong Jiaolou Cafe.
Color Tower Cafe. It's...
Okay, so we're going to turn the camera around, just we'll just maybe go inside and have a quick look.
Yes.
Yeah, you can be covered in sawdust. Right. Right.
I like the light.
Yeah, that's very smart, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's close.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so this is the tourist service centre.
Yeah.
So if you lose your way here, then you can come and ask.
Yes. Let me ask
Okay.
It will officially open the Spring Festival, which will be
February 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe after that 7-day holiday.
Yeah.
Or maybe on the day itself, you never. Because actually, it looks like this winter holiday, I'm not going to be able to travel anywhere.
No, but this is the place we can travel or go to some other museums.
Okay, and the wonderful thing about Chongqing is that even if you've lived here many years, there's always somewhere new you can go and explore.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those places that you can never really see everything. Yeah. Okay, so our next stop is going to be the Jiaolou Cafe.
Yeah, this Jiaolou we call this color tower cafe because it also have this one in Beijing. This is a branch over here, but you can get where you can order in Beijing, just close this Forbidden City. You can order the coffee over there. You can also order the same kind of coffee here.
Yep, that's right. So we're going to take you inside, and they've got some nice kind of exhibits in there that
Yes.
we're going to tell you about. Have another quick look at the messages.
Yes.
So thank you very much to, sorry about these names, Jacobo Herser. Yeah, so this place is amazing. Yeah, so you didn't have the opportunity to visit, but you were saying that this place is very new. Even though the site has been here since 1881, it's only just now being renovated.
Yeah. Quite new to open to the public. Yeah.
That's right. And the biggest building with lights between the rivers. So you must be talking about Jiefeng Bay. So yeah, in a few moments we'll take you into the square down below, and we'll be able to show you that. Okay, so let's head towards the coffee shop.
Yes.
Right. Let's hurry before we get covered in sawdust again. Right? Oh, but I've got sawdust all in my hair now. Right, I'm going to have a wash when I get back home. Okay, so what should we check out first?
Check out this.
The line of posters.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to turn you around. Do you want to say something about these?
Oh, this is just showed, just as I mentioned before, it's just a miracle for the human history to just relocate this a huge amount of this cultural relics, very valuable from Beijing to Nanking. It's a miracle in human history.
Sure. So
the largest relocation of cultural relics.
Okay, so this line of posters is basically just an overview of the history.
Yes.
So in this one, we talk about the beginnings. So we've already talked about this.
Beginning.
Yes, in a simple way at the beginning of the live stream. So when Shanghai Guan was invited, they moved the relics in boxes, to Shanghai and Nanjing. Then later, they moved to Chongqing.
No, actually, the first one is from Beijing to Shanghai to Nanjing.
Yeah.
Because they are going to be stored over here, there in Nanjing.
Yes, and then after another invasion in Shanghai, then they.
From Beijing to Chongqing, and then to Nanking.
Okay, it's complicated. Right. Okay, yeah, so we have a basic overview of the history, but anyway, it came to Chongqing in the end, so it's got some information here.
Oh, right, correct. Oh, right.
Yeah,
You're right. I'm sorry.
Right, it's okay, yeah. So Beijing to Shanghai to Nanjing. Yeah, then it moved westwards. And they had quite a journey, So on the way to Chongqing, they passed Hankou, Changsha, Guilin, Guiyang, and Shun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they even passed through Sichuan as well.
Yes.
And actually, you can see here, they didn't put all of the relics all together on the journey. Actually, they went through 3 different routes. So they had one batch go this way. So this is the southern route.
Yes.
Yeah, then the midway, the middle route. So went through Hankou, Wuchang, Chongqing, Yibin, and then they have a north route. Yeah, so Xuzhou, Zhengzhou, Xi'an, Baoji, Hanzhong, and Chengdu. And then later, as we said, they went to Russia.
Yeah.
And then back to Chongqing. Went on display in Lianglukou, which is just across the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then finally they returned to Beijing, right?
Yes.
And
what kind of treasures or cultural relics has been transported?
Can you tell us?
You have the paintings, there's famous paintings and porcelains, potteries, and also some gem articles.
Yeah, also had lots of historical books as well. Also,
the books.
pottery as well. Also kind of bronze implements as
Yes.
well. Yeah. And I think it's in total, is that right? There were 13,427 cases.
Yes.
Yeah, and I suppose there were tens of thousands of relics.
And it requires a very careful management.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know, did they lose anything?
No, they have to make a very, how to say, advanced management. Therefore, the whole process is very detailed. They take this detailed loads. And just for example, just one chief from this palace museum, once he conducted this investigation.
Let's go over here.
Yeah. First, he just conducted this inspection job over here. He just took one ledger and circled the two boxes, just circle two boxes of this trays, and then the staff over at that time just takes them just less than 5 minutes just find the two box of trays within thousands of tray boxes.
Yeah, I find that really astonishing that these treasures can go through so many places, so many different routes, so many countries and exhibitions, and they don't lose anything.
No.
Yeah, no, you know, if I move home,
it's
then,
just very.
Then I'm certain to lose, you know, something. Okay.
We will go inside.
Yeah, we'll go inside the coffee shop, but just before that, we had a request to show them, like Rijong district.
Yeah.
Okay, so we saw it from the top of the hill, but we're kind of blocked by the tree, weren't we? And it's a bit foggy as well. So if you come down here, we'll be able to give you a much better view, I'm sure. So watch our footing. Right, so again, we're going to turn the camera around and we're going to take a look towards Rijong district, Jiefan Bay and Raffles Square, and yeah, I could go on forever.
It's a rightful cities. Can you tell us some your experience in the rightful cities?
Yeah, I mean, I first came to that location in 2003, and it was completely different then. There was no Raffles City, and I was actually thinking at that time it'd be the Chongqing Square, in the docks over there, or maybe a bit bigger. And you know, where these big tower blocks are now, I think they were just some very old residential towers. But I think they were blown up maybe about, I don't know, 7-8 years ago. Yeah, and then the Raffles City was built in their place. Yeah, and also if you are watching iChongqing in May, you can see it's also got the biggest horizontal skyscraper. So I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but there's a horizontal skyscraper that goes across four buildings. So in May last year, just after it opened, I also went to the viewing deck. So if you check out iChongqing, you can find my vlog from that day. And then also on the river, you can see the Yangtze River cruise boats. I can actually see the Yangtze Gold 7. So just a few months ago, I did a trip.
How is your trip to Three Gorges?
Yeah, I mean, it was incredible. And yeah, I mean, maybe a month or two ago, I did a live stream with Xiao across the river on the steps of Chongqing over there. Yeah, but the cruise boat was amazing. I want to do it again. Yeah, and then over there, that's the Dongshui Bridge. Yeah.
Just now we saw these old photos over there. In that photo exhibition, we also see the peninsula in the old days.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I suppose the most spectacular time is the night view.
Yeah.
But it's not even 3 o'clock yet, so maybe we'll be able to see the night view in this live stream. Behind you, what is this place?
Oh, this is a cafe. It's also there's one branch of the Tower Cafe from Beijing.
Yeah, I think this is actually also part of the Anderson company complex. And yeah, so now it's been made into a cafe. But we've got some interesting things in there I want to show you. But the last thing I want to show you before that is this place. So this is
temple.
Yeah, it's a Buddhist temple.
Buddhist temple. Have you ever been there?
Yes, maybe 1 or 2 years ago on New Year's Day in the Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to come and visit. Yeah, so we've got some family and friends. They kind of did the bowed to some of the Buddha statues.
Worship them.
Yeah. Also kind of burnt some incense, some candles. Also, the building is really nice as well. Some good architecture. And you might have heard as well at some points during our live stream, you might have heard a gong going off. Let's just stop the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you pay some money, they've got this gigantic bronze gong. And if you pay like a few yuan, they're like a big stick. Yeah. Or maybe like a big log. You can just push it against the gong and it makes this big resonating noise. Yeah. Yeah, so that's a good place. Yeah. Okay, so should we go and check out the coffee shop? So we've just seen that in total they moved about 13,000.
30,000, over 30,000
cases.
So all of these chairs has been packed very well. In this the wooden paths, they have been paved with thick straws. Yeah. And after this these chairs have been packed one piece after piece, and between the chairs they also put a lot of cottons. Yeah, used cotton. Yeah, to protect each chair. Yeah, so to make sure, like when they're being transported, maybe they can't move around so much inside, and fix them.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you had collisions between the pottery inside the boxes, they would have sustained some damage. Yeah. Okay, so they put a lot of these things inside to keep them safe. Okay, so I'm going to go inside, and I do think these are the actual cases they use for their models that are maybe similar to the ones they used in the 1930s and the 40s. Yeah. Right, ladies first. Here we go. Okay, yeah. So I think this is maybe a replica of the cases they used.
Yes, replica for the cases there. With all of this chairs and relics we put in this kind of big wooden cases.
Right. And they're all over the place, really. So we've got lots of cases stacked up over here. And what's interesting as well, because we said how all the cases were marked against the ledger. So, for example, this one is Dong 333.
So just this warehouse.
Warehouse. Okay.
One of the warehouse they have been with this numbers. So this stuff, so can they transport this will spot this cultural relics immediately. Can find it. And you can find it immediately.
That's right. Okay, so all of these are marked, so they're very well organised. And so this cafe is pretty big, isn't it? So it goes all the way over there, so there are more cases. And also we can see they haven't got much of food, but they've got some coffee, haven't they?
Yes.
So maybe maybe you'll have one of those.
Yeah.
Got a beer tap over there. And we've got quite a few people here as well. So I've also noticed as well now out on the street side, because we have a long river road here, haven't we? So you do see a lot of old people, young children as well. They also come here to walk, don't they, and relax. Okay, so have we forgotten anything? Yeah, I think we've seen just about everything there is. Everything is to see here. I don't think we've left anything out. So it's definitely been a lot of fun today.
Yeah.
The show was for half an hour, so we've already done about 55 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's our last time. It's been so much fun that the time has just flown by.
Yeah.
But really, the 30 minutes is just a minimum.
Yeah,
isn't
think
it?
So
If we go over, just all the more fun, isn't it? I suppose.
What I will check more comments.
Okay, so if I just go through some of the comments again. So Hakobo. Yeah, Fog City. I mean, it's not like this every day. It'd be this week.
Yeah.
It's been a bit foggy, but actually last week, yeah, we had sunny blue skies, didn't we?
Actually, Chongqing is also well known for the fog.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call it Wudu. It's a foggy city because of two rivers just crisscross, in the city. So a lot of this water vapors.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the summer, the sky is very amazing.
Yeah, and I was saying even last week we had some good weather, didn't we?
Yeah,
just,
good weather,
blue skies and sunny days. So it's just this week.
Yeah.
It's been like this. Okay, another message from Hakobo. So interesting a little bit more. I know the communication issues over there. But do you have any Instagram or something like that? So do we have Instagram?
Yeah, we have Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, and suppose with Instagram you have to go on the VPN.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But maybe he's from just.
Yeah, I think foreign country. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So all of these are available, of course, with iChongqing. They're on all of these foreign platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can find us on all of those. Yeah. So if you're in China, it is possible to access them as well. And right, one more from Yakubo. So when I went there, it was full of fog and mountains. Yeah, maybe you were a bit unlucky. Maybe unlucky with the fog. It's not always like that. But you're right about the mountains.
Two rivers just crisscross the city, and a lot of water streams, and actually Chongqing also has got the name of Fog City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Fog City, Mountain City.
Mountain City, great city of bridges.
Yeah, it's a new one as well, Chongqing.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
and also the capital of the hot springs.
Yeah, Winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so capital for lots of things over here. So definitely a great place to come and travel and or live like I have all of these years.
Yes.
Okay, so is there anything else we want to add?
That's all for my part.
Okay, so in that case then, I think we'll bring the live stream to an end. So I've had a great time today.
Me too. It's just an amazing experience to live stream this old buildings with gems.
Yeah, so it's a great location. I really love the renovation work that's still going on. Yeah, over here. It's also been a great learning experience as well. So when I first heard that we were coming here, and that was when I first learned about this, great, migration of cultural relics. So that was really amazing to learn about. I suppose next month we'll be doing another live stream together.
Yeah.
So in the near future, we'll be letting you the date, time, and topic of that, and we'll be choosing another amazing location here in Chongqing. Okay, so thank you very much for everybody who's been watching us or joining us later. It's been a pleasure having you, and we'll
see you next time.
We'll see you next time. We will indeed. Okay, so goodbye.